Hey, this is Mitch. Welcome back to the Life Stories channel. Everyone has led an interesting life and has had unusual things happen in it. Everyone could write a compelling, inspirational, humorous, or instructive autobiography that would provide wisdom, levity, or relief to those who were smart enough to choose to read it. This channel is an opportunity to enjoy the experiences of everyday people and to share in their joy, laughter, adventures, and yes, sometimes even sorrows. I have a lot of stories and could provide years of content for this channel. However, this is not my goal. My goal is to share stories from you and others like you, to provide a platform and a gathering place to tell those stories and for others to hear them. And so I want your stories. If you have an interesting, inspirational, or humorous life story of your own, let me know. Just write it down or create a 3 to 5 minute short video and send it to me at lifestorieswithmitch@gmail.com. Political, religious, or controversial material will not be accepted, nor will profane or sexually explicit content. This is a place to get away from those sorts of things. If you like the story you hear, please hit the like button. If you want to continue to be inspired or be entertained by stories in the future, please subscribe. If you know somebody who would like to be entertained or inspired by these stories or has an interesting story of their own, please refer them here. So it's been a tough week for me this week. I lost a good friend, Klutch, Paul Lonis. Known him for about 10 years. Really good guy. I'm going to miss you, brother. You've been struggling for a couple of years with leukemia, and I'm glad that glad your fight's over. I wish you had been able to win, but I'm glad that your fight is over, and I hope that you're at peace. I know that God will enjoy your guitar. So I want to tell a story this week about Klutch and about being in his band, the Detroit Klutch. If you have a if you have a minute, go out to YouTube and look up the Detroit Klutch with a K uh, channel out on YouTube and listen to the music. He's got a bunch of original songs out there, and they're pretty good. Um, the story I want to tell today is the time that we actually opened for Molly Hatchet. Uh, Now, we have a local club here who has an owner who does a pretty good job at being able to talk with producers and other people in the music business about bringing people in. Now, this is a local club. It's a local bar. There's probably 100 seats inside. He's got a pretty big beer garden, probably 5 or 6 acres, and he's got a big stage built outside in that beer garden where he brings in big name acts. For those of you who are not familiar, Molly Hatchet was a southern rock band in the 70s. They're still touring, obviously, because we opened up for them a couple of years ago. Um, and if you're interested, go listen to some of their music. It's also pretty good. Um, but it was a thrill for me to be able to have the experience of opening for Molly Hatchet. Not that I'm a huge fan, but it's always it always kind of a mark of making progress in the things that you're doing when you meet people who are renowned in the particular area of expertise you're trying to improve yourself in. So it was great to be able to sit down and meet the band members and share a beer with them, and it was a great experience. And I thank Klutch for that. It was a lot of fun. So out in the beer garden, he had a big stage with a lawn in front of it, and then he had a smaller stage there right next to the bar where we were playing. So it was kind of a set up in kind of a festival type of arrangement. There were half a dozen different bands there that were all on the main stage, and we were playing kind of between acts. So as they were resetting the stage for the next act, it'd be 15 or 20 minutes. We'd get 3 or 4 songs in, and so the crowd was fired up. It was a big crowd, probably the biggest crowd I think we've ever played in front of. There had to have been 600 or 700 people there, and we were fired up. We were on our game that day, and it was a great time. And it's those sorts of things that being around Klutch and would provide for you the opportunities that he was able to provide for you, and he gave me big opportunities that I didn't have, and I really appreciate that. So this week's stories are all about Klutch, and I'm going to miss you, brother. You take care in heaven, and I'm glad your struggle is over. Watch over me here on earth and clear the path a little bit for me, would you, brother? Anyhow, if you like the stories, hit the like button. If you want to keep hearing stories, hit the subscribe button. Otherwise, we'll talk to you next week. You take care and miss you, Klutch.